By the power of the Dark Ones, I order you, give me that trident!
Over my dead body!
Give me that trident!
The last show is over. Poseidon's Fury is closed forever. What now? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rick here, wondering what will become of the Lost Continent at Islands of Adventure. It currently has no rides, no shows, and no attractions, but there are still a few shops, such as Treasures of Poseidon, the Heraldry, and the All Hallows Eve Boutique. There's even a place to get henna tattoos and psychic readings. And of course, you can still grab a bite to eat in the Lost Continent. Mythos is a highly regarded table service restaurant. Pro tip, step behind the restaurant and you can enjoy some awesome views of the Velocicoaster. There's also Fire Eater's Grill for some quick service food and Delicious Kabobs. Hey, with a name like Delicious, it has to be good. There's also an area for a dance show meet and greet featuring King Julian of Madagascar. Why is he there? Is the Lost Continent so close to Madagascar? Maybe. And let's not forget, in the mornings, the Lost Continent is used as the extended queue for Hagrid's magical motorbike adventure. But with no shows, no rides, and no attractions, no, I am not counting the Mystic Fountain as an attraction. What will become of this land? But before we get into that, let's pay a proper homage to the attraction that just closed, Poseidon's Fury. Poseidon's Fury opened up on May 28th, 1999. The first version of the attraction was a bit different than what most guests are familiar with. It featured Zeus battling Poseidon, and that version only lasted about a year. The story that most guests are familiar with today has Poseidon as the protagonist, who fights a character named Lord Darkanon over the power of the trident. Indeed, a lot of the battle is dedicated to Lord Darkanon saying, "Give me that trident." This proves to be a poor battle strategy, as Poseidon does not give him that trident. The walkthrough attraction also mixes live action with special effects, including a lot of fire, and of course, everyone's favorite feature, a water vortex tunnel that guests can walk right through. Overall, personally, I found the attraction to be very cheesy. But most of its fans could argue that the cheesiness was part of the charm of the attraction. And I really cannot find fault with that argument. It is a good argument to be made on Poseidon's Fury's behalf. Cheese. Gotta love the cheese. Well, I didn't love the cheese, but some people did. But at this point in time, it is a moot argument because Poseidon's Fury has shown its last show on the night of May 9th, 2023. That show now sleeps with the fishes, as does another defunct show in the Lost Continent, Sinbad's Stunt Show. The stunt show's exterior and interior remain untouched. It's actually a Lost Continent ruin now. A modern ruin, not an ancient one though. And this brings me to the question I posed at the beginning of the video. What now? Islands of Adventure has an entire land with no rides, no shows, and no attractions. And I know what everyone is thinking. They're thinking Legend of Zelda. I am not endorsing this idea in any way. I'm just going to discuss what a majority of Universal fans think about when they think about what might be done with the Lost Continent Island. The current look and feel of the island does lend itself to an easy conversion to a Zelda-based attraction. No denying that. But I've had this YouTube channel for 6 years. And for 6 years, I've heard rumors about Zelda taking over the Lost Continent. So much so, I actually think that is the Legend of Zelda. The legend in the Legend of Zelda is that it will take over the Lost Continent. That's a rumor. That's the legend. It's at least, well, I don't know. I don't know how long this rumor was happening before I started this YouTube channel. This legend might be a decade long. But here's the thing. Zelda is not an intellectual property owned by Universal. Universal would have to pay a lease for that intellectual property known as Zelda, which is not out of the realm of possibility. Universal does lease many other intellectual properties, such as Marvel, such as Harry Potter, such as Super Nintendo. And Zelda, I think, is primarily developed and published by Nintendo, so there is that connection. Again, I am not endorsing in any way the Zelda rumors, but personally, I could see maybe one single Zelda attraction coming into the Lost Continent. The whole area being converted over to a Legend of Zelda is less likely, in my opinion. Think of how Skull Island, Reign of Kong, is built into Islands of Adventure as one single attraction. That I could foresee, not the whole land being converted over. And all the shops and all the restaurants under that scenario could still remain exactly as they are now. And whether or not you love or hate the idea of a Harry Potter expansion, remember this. There's pretty much only one way the Wizarding World of Harry Potter can expand. It cannot expand into Jurassic Park, but it can expand into the Lost Continent. Regardless, Universal has a great opportunity with the Lost Continent. They have some prime real estate and one of the best and most popular theme parks in the world. They don't have to go search and buy new land. It is right there, ready for them to use, ready for them to do something amazing with. They could retheme the whole land into something exciting and new, or they could bring in one replacement attraction and save some of the land for future expansion. Personally, I think it would be the latter, which is to bring in one replacement attraction, whether it's Zelda or not, and save the part of the land that is closest to Hogsmeade for a future Harry Potter attraction. And as far as the replacement is concerned, what that one single replacement item could be, I do hope it's Zelda, if only for the reason of me not having to hear the rumor of Legend of Zelda again. I would like to put that to bed. Just bring it in here and we don't have to hear about it anymore. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me what you want to happen with the Lost Continent. And oh, just one more thing. Give me that trident.
His name is Rick, her name is Nikki, showing how theme parks are done. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Hit subscribe.